Hello, Libra. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma of My Psychic One. It is November 13th, so I'll be doing your Libra reading for the week of November 13th through the 19th for Libra. So let's take a look and jump in and see what energy is going on for you this week. I do know today and yesterday we were playing with full moon energy, and we're still really deep into Mercury retrograde right now, so that's playing with our emotions. So let's take a look and see how that plays out for us. We got another like 8 days of that to go. So let's take a look and see what's going on for you, Libra. I had a lot of, I'm not even going to talk about the cards we've seen with the other readings because it's not been fun. So the Star card is the first one that comes up for you. For those of you in the know, that is a major. So we have a major card coming out, and the Death card. So that's talking about big change. So spiritual alignment is the Star card. And as we look at that, it's like you're having one of those moments where you are studying or looking deeply into what's going on in the heavens, what's going on in the stars, what's going on spiritually, to the point where you're distracted and having a hard time coming down into 3D. Because if you look deeply into this picture, the Star card is her looking up into the heavens, and she's not paying attention to the 3D. She's not paying attention to what her day-to-day should be like, and she's preoccupied. That's an imbalance a little bit, but sometimes we do focus on it in that way. We did see the Hermit card quite a bit for some individuals readings. I do have the Death card for you, which is rebirth and change, and the Devil card, that's our Capricorn card, and tension. So the Devil card, at times it plays with a strife, a struggle with another individual. You're chained. It's your limitations, your addictions, your habits. Oftentimes it means someone's lying to you, not telling the truth, struggling with your inner beast, struggling with your carnal nature. It also can mean substance abuse at times. We do have the Four of Swords, which is tension. He's got a needle on his nose. And as we play with that energy, it's all about deadlines and pressure. Some of this may be in relationship to the Six of Coins, which is money. He's a little rising up above the mushrooms here, and it's like the balance of money and trying to bring finances to ground, so to speak. And it's kind of like in a fantasy, like, how can I bring my ideas into to play here to start making my money? So not only, Libra, do you have the Four of Swords, you also have the Ten of Wands. Okay, the Ten of Wands is really all about anxiety. So you have tension and anxiety. Those go hand in hand sometimes, but you know, often they're disassociated, because you can have anxiety for no reason, and you can have tension and pressure without having anxiety as well. But we see the page, excuse me, the Page of Coins. So this is you, sorry, this is you literally wanting to pull money that you don't have into a project, or your bills, or paying things down, or just finding money to pay the day-to-day, right? Because there are times where, like, holy shit, how am I going to pay this one, you know, or where am I going to get the money for that one? So the Seven of Coins references a move. For those of you that are in the middle of a move, this can also mean taking a journey from one place to another, or a new train of thought. Queen of Cups is you feeling super emotional. That's not fun. Seven of Coins, though, this might mean a small local move. It could mean moving an office. It could mean, you know, shifting the house around a little bit, but usually it means a local move, not a big one, if you're in that state. I am seeing, though, for you, for those of you that are dealing with new job opportunities, we do see a job offer coming. However, it's not going to be something quickly handled. We do have the holidays going on, and I know that employers hesitate to do hiring and firing during that period. And it's just a colossal waste of time as far as that goes. So it's you know, an eater of time, which gets a little more frustrating as the bills get tighter. But I do see the Hangman. So that's purgatory, that's weight, that's kind of feeling stuck. But I do see the Two of Coins. So money's coming, money's available. You are halfway there for those of you that are dealing with a housing project or something where you're doing remodeling. This here tells me that you're like halfway through. Watch yourself with Knight of Swords coming up, because the Knight of Swords is all about having a short temper. All of these elements going on, change, being unfocused, anxiety, deadlines, not having money, trying to figure out our money, emotions being all over the place, having to wait, somebody not telling us the truth, bad habits getting in the way, procrastination. A little bit drinking too much, escapism, watching TV instead of really getting to work and focusing on what we need to. Knight of Swords is short temper. That's our road rage and the middle finger, okay? We don't want to play that energy because that, you know, what we put out there comes back to us, and what we focus on, you know, we focus on lack, and then that's ultimately what the universe is going to bring more to us, okay? So watch your temper. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me you're right where you're supposed to be. Libra. The Hierophant. What is this teaching you? I really, really don't like, and I actually resent readers that say this is for your greater good. I want to punch someone when they say it's for your greater good or a life lesson. That's not soothing for me to hear in a reading. That's not something that I want to hear when I'm going through it, so to speak. It's like, fuck that, okay? I don't want to hear for my greater good. I want to know what's going to happen here, there, or the other. Because honestly, when I reach out for a reading, I want answers, okay? But ultimately, these things are all moving elements out of your way so that you can see what the true foundation is. Birth is never pretty. I don't know about you, but I don't know any creature on this planet that is born in perfect serenity. Maybe a flower, but I mean, it still takes a ridiculous amount of energy for any conscious being to come into this world. It's cracking a shell. It's, you know, amongst danger, like little spawned little tortoises, the tortoises that come, you know, out on the beach. It's just dangerous, right? And humans, like I always say, it's wet and screaming and painful and vulnerable and exposed and beautiful and exciting and holy, but it takes that to get there. So let's not lose track of changes being, you know, that these changes coming. Sorry, I didn't realize my phone was on beep. So, you know, these changes that are coming to you have a lot of moving parts, and I see stress and anxiety throughout all of it. But don't get overwhelmed by that, because I am seeing the Hierophant. There's something for you to learn in this. And if you're repeating some lessons over and over again, even though I'm not getting the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me you're fatigued or running faster than you have strength, what I am seeing, though, is the tension and the anxiety is getting to you. And this is causing some temper. But trust what we see. We see the Two of Coins, which is a job offer coming your way, or money being replaced, money coming your way, and abundance. And just know that there is a lesson in this for you. I do see the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is all about you having potential and all the things that are necessary within your toolbox, so to speak. The Justice card, you're being entirely too hard on yourself. But we're going to move forward into the Mystic Dreamer deck and look at your relationship energy. And then we'll pull from Divination of the Ancients. If you want a one-on-one with me, karmaondeck.com. Please do so early on in the evening. Tonight, if you're going to try and book, I think I have a couple openings tonight. Or find me on My Psychic One. Let me know where you are in the world. Like, subscribe, and share. Help your girl out. And you can donate, too, if you're finding that your readings are valuable to you. There is a PayPal button on the banner. I would appreciate it. All right, so let's see what's going on for you relationship-wise. Now, mind you, I can't pick apart individual love relationships, so don't take this to heart exactly word for word regarding your lovers and love relationships. This is your relationship dynamics as a whole, but however, we've been pretty accurate so far, thus far. So let's play with it. Okay, Libra, this is for you. So commitment is on your mind right now. However, you do have the Seven of Wands, which is a defensive stance. She has all of her weapons out, okay? We'll decide whether that's a good or bad thing coming up here. We do have the Page of Cups, which is all about new energy, and it's also about feeling like a teenager and chemistry and promises and renewal, okay? We have the Eight of Swords, though, which is all drama. Drama, drama, drama. For those of you social media dating, the Three of Pentacles here. So I am seeing, though, your communication that's going on right now. You're in a defensive stance. Relationship is on your mind. Commitment is on your mind. Drama over things not lining up exactly how you want them to be, because the Nine of Swords is telling me that you're staying up at night picking things apart. That is a really bad habit. We can't, if we focus on what we don't want, we're going to get more of what we don't want. I literally promise you that this is how this works. You have to look at how you want things to look, what you want your life to look like, how you want your relationships to show up. And you need to start planning for that and thinking on that and focusing on that, because if you're focusing on what you don't want, you're going to be reinventing the same day, Groundhog Day, over and over and over again until you get it right. But we have the Four of Swords here. So what that's telling me with the Four of Swords is you're not practicing with communication, or someone's cutting you off. So perception is projection, right? What we see, what we are, what we do, what we put out, what we get back. Four of Swords. your loved one or the people that you're in relationship with aren't reaching out. Like, this is the Snow White card, and we had the Hermit card in a bunch of the readings for other signs, and people are really going to ground with how deep this Mercury retrograde is digging. I promise you, I am dealing with every single ex in my life right now. Every single one of them has resurfaced. I mean, I'm not talking every single person I've ever met or talked to, but I'm talking about exes in my life that were pivotal, that I had children with, that I was married to, that were formulative for me, that are present in my life right now. And they're really showing up in a beautiful way. However, the Four of Swords is Snow White. She does not speak until she's absolutely ready and until the perfect prince comes around. And so that perfect, beautiful moment has to happen for them to want to talk right now. So isolation, I call this my ghosting card. For those of you that get readings from me, you know that I'll throw that down and be like, oh, did they ghost you or did you block one another? This may be what's going on. Three of Pentacles with the Four of Swords, which is someone ghosting you. But this is Snow White. She doesn't want to talk right now. And that's okay. We got to let people have that space sometimes. We do have the Nine of Swords, which is you going in the middle of the night and just obsessing. We can't let that happen and ruin our day. Eight of Swords, which is drama, feeling overwhelmed. So here's the thing. You have the Hangman here, which is wait. And I always tell people, slow the fuck down during Mercury retrograde. You can't pick an apple in December. So if you are losing a relationship or gaining one and it's not exactly how you like it to be, let it bake for a while. You keep opening and closing the oven, you're going to make the cake fall, and it's going to be shitty. Nobody wants a fallen cake. You're making all the bubbles pop. Let it rise, let it bake, let it be what it's going to be so it can show itself fully to you, because you never know. Okay, but we have the Hangman, and the Hangman here is all about waiting period. And this waiting period that we have is all a delay. Okay, it's purgatory. There's nothing we can do about it. In the meantime, we've got the Moon card, and our intuition is firing. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We're picking apart all of these little elements in a relationship to the point where we aren't being able to see clearly. But the Moon card is coming up with paranoia, with worry, with fear. This is a journey we don't want to take. We do have the Two of Cups, which is love. It is present. My two favorite cards for relationships are present: Two of Cups and Four of Wands. I like it. But right now, this is all an emotional standpoint that we're playing with. Ace of Cups is telling me pure love is present. So what is it truly that you're worrying about? We do have the Devil card in the prior reading with the other deck, and that was telling us that there's addiction, bad habits, you know, fighting our demons, so to speak. People are not telling us the truth, and all of that worry is piling up on us. So I'm seeing this is what's going on internally for you there, Libra. I am going to pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients. Let's see if this brings a little clarity to the remainder of this reading. And let's see. All right, so here you go, Libra. Oracle, wisdom. Let's take a look and see what the Divination of the Ancients has to say for the remainder of your reading. And it says Oracle, wisdom. Let's see if we got a little wisdom here for y'all. You already know the answers to your questions. And you know what? Let's just go back to my favorite phrase in coaching. If it's not a resounding yes, it's a definite no. And I mean that. Like, if you're talking yourself into something just because it's what it should look like the relationships. And I'm kind of proud of our younger generation a little bit that's redefining the structure of relationships and being so open and accepting about it. They're not trying to force anybody into a box that looks like marriage, 4 kids, and a degree and a little single family home. So it says you already know the answers to your questions. You realize what lies behind the current circumstances and understand what is best for yourself. Rather than seek the opinions of others, trust your inner knowing. Like a wise oracle, you're able to see through the darkness and shed light on situations that might baffle others. Acknowledge this and journey to the dark chambers within, for that is where you'll find the insights you need to help you on your journey. There is no cause to seek the approval of others. You have all the knowledge you need at this time. So the incantation says, the answers I had all along, my knowing clear and wisdom strong. I tap into my inner seer and trust the truth, never to fear. So here's the thing, guys. You are the oracle. It's good to have a perspective from someone else, but when your intuition card that I was showing you there, with the High Priestess screaming at the end of the reading there, it's telling you to trust yourself. Your intuition is there for a reason. The problem is we don't slow down long enough or often enough for us to pay attention to know whether we're dialing in and hearing what our subconscious has to say. Because when we get into this busy work, think star card in the very beginning of your reading, okay? We're so focused on the heavens, we're not in the 3D. We're so focused on the 3D, we're not paying attention to the heaven. I think that's a very beautiful dichotomy right there, where it's showing us the two different aspects there, okay? We can't be in one or the other. We have to find some balance in it. And right now you're out of balance, Libra. And that's what's driving you crazy, is you're in that analysis paralysis. You're pulling in so much data that you're freaking out. Check out, shut your phone off, get your social media out of your face for the day, get some tea, sit outside, play fetch with your dog, take your kids to the park, or maybe leave your kids with grandma and go by yourself. Like whatever it takes, Libra, whatever it takes to detach, whatever you find your comfort in, baking that cake I was talking about. Anyways, that's your reading. I'm going to stop the rant for now. I will see you guys next week. Catch me on the live, like, subscribe, share, and you know what to do. Talk to you next time.